Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just figured I'd come on here and do like a just an update because I think I made the first video or whatever, first couple videos about the excuse me, my breakup, and I just want to update you guys. It was, well, today's April 2nd and 2021, and I just got home. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. No, I think I made a mistake because of what I'm trying to follow, the no contact rule, and I made a mistake. Now, this is the thing. When I actually told him that, I know this is skipping over like a lot of stuff, but I'm just getting to like when it actually ended, what happened. So when it actually happened, I had told him multiple times. I mean, literally years and years, like a couple of years, that I wanted him to move out because he wasn't helping me pay any of my bills, even though he lived here for over 2 years. He wasn't consistent with like just being normal. Like the way I am, I wake up, I'm happy every day. Like I've always been like the type of person to wake up and I'm just in a happy mood. Like I I don't know. I don't think it's a bad thing, but he would wake up and he would be like in such a terrible mood. He'd be really like he definitely if you woke him up, whether intentional or unintentional, he'd be really, really freaking like pissed off. And I never understood that. Like, why are you so freaking mad? Like, I mean, it's time to get up in the morning, and even getting up, and then after like a few minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, he would still be in a really shitty mood. I hated that. I would wake up, and I am not joking. This is just how I've always been. I wake up, and even though sometimes, obviously, I'm waking up and I'm tired, but I'm still like just peppy. And I don't know, maybe that's not weird, normal. It's kind of weird. I'm not really sure, but that's just how I am. I like to laugh a lot. I like to joke around. I like to play around. I like to just be what I think is normal, which is just, hi, good morning, hi, babe. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Every single day, that's how I am. If you guys think that's weird, let me know if you think that's weird. Maybe I'm weird. Um, but that's how it would be. And with me and then him, it was just always like a freaking nightmare. So there was so much stuff that I couldn't take it. It was like he was not happy unless he was getting high or if he was drinking or he was playing video games. Literally, those would be the times and days that he was happy. If it wasn't that, he would be in a horrible freaking mood every single day. And me, I wake up, I gotta drive to work in the morning, I gotta get dressed, I gotta take a shower. I'd be tired, but I wouldn't wake up like that. Anyway, that was one thing, that was one of many things that I got so sick and tired of dealing with. I just was like, I don't understand, you know? So, anyway, I have to light up because I am really wanting to have a cigarette right now. Anyway, yeah, that was that. And anyway, I had to have told him, like, I have told him so many times throughout the relationship, like, why don't you just leave? Like, just freaking leave. You're not happy here. You're not happy being with me. You don't love me. I mean, he would say, oh, I love you, whatever. But he would, I don't know. I love you before bed. I love you when we wake up in the morning. I'm a kiss you when we wake up in the morning. I'm gonna kiss you before we go to bed at night. That's the kind of person I am. I think that's normal. That's what you should be doing when you're in a relationship, And it was just terrible. My freaking hair. But anyway, I like to be around people that are happy and fun and like to laugh, and that don't have to be getting drunk or drinking or getting high in order to get that way. You know what I mean? Like just be normal and to have all those qualities, those traits, whatever. Anyway, when I told him like in the past couple weeks, which I did, I told him like I can't take it anymore. I just need you to go. Okay, like I really was feeling like there was no affection. It wasn't consistent. I would have to say something like, why we're going to bed without kissing each other, hugging each other, and saying I love you? Like, what's up with that? Because we've had that conversation many times over the last almost 4 years. Like, I started to feel like he just wasn't saying it because he didn't feel that way. You know what I'm saying? It was just like I feel like if you feel a certain way consistently, you're gonna say it. Like especially when it comes to those sentiments before bed, like I love you, babe. Give me a kiss. Good night or whatever. Sometimes I would ask, like, can you rub my back? um, Especially like when I was pregnant, I was in so much freaking pain. Like my back hurt a lot. My body just hurt. I just wanted to be touched. Like just can you rub my back? When I would give him back, like he would literally do this. Like he would literally, like, say if this was me. Say if this was me. So like this is him and I laying close together, right? He would get like he would go a distance and he would literally be like for like 2 minutes, maybe 5 minutes if I kept saying, "Babe, why are you? How come you stopped already?" He'd be paying attention to the TV. He'd be looking at his phone, whatever it was. That's what he would do, and I'd be like, "What do you?" When he needed a massage, I literally would massage him for like 20 minutes, half hour, whatever. I would massage his shoulders, his neck, his head, because he would always say his head hurts, whatever. I would massage his everywhere, his back, his legs, his waist, his everything. I would get deep down in there, like just give him a heck of a massage. I would not ever get the same in return. Nowhere near the duration. It was literally for like a couple minutes and then it would be over. And it wasn't even, it was just like at a distance. Like, I'd be like, come here, babe, let me, massage you. Like, get next to me. You know what I mean? It wasn't the same way. I don't know how I got on topic of massages. Oh, because I think I was talking about like getting like the same of affection, like from him that I was giving it to him. I'm always like that. Like in a relationship, I'm very affectionate, very just hands on. He would touch me a lot, but what he would do is he'd have to touch here. He'd have to touch here. He wouldn't be like all doing it to be like affectionate as far as like affection. He would be doing it to be like sexual. Now, don't get me wrong. If you know me and you know who I am, I'm 24/7 down. There's no time I'm gonna be like, no. The only time is if, you know, girlfriend is here. Other than that, let's go. I don't care where we are, what time it is. I could be like extremely asleep and I gotta get up in a couple hours. I don't care. I'm ready. Okay. But I don't. The thing is that I can't. I couldn't stand is him always like just doing it when. And he wouldn't even be like, "Oh, babe, let me kiss you." Like, can I kiss? He would just boom, just like And I'd be like, "Why are you doing that?" Like, like there's no you. I like to like have something to lead up to, like so kiss, like slow, whatever. He knew that. Okay, granted, not everyone is like that. So if you're not like that, then you're not like that. Fine, cool, but that's not a fit for me. If you're not the kind of person that likes to anytime, any place, all right, that's all I'm gonna say. I think about that. I think it's Janet Jackson's song. That's me right there. But anyway, he just wasn't like that all the time. He would be like that in a very, very maybe first like year, if that, and then it was just went to nothing. Like I barely ever do that. Like it was just always a bad for almost 4 years. Like you got to say the same thing over and over again. That was like so. Anyway, I was starting out this video making trying to talk about the time. So what I was trying to do is um sorry, I'm putting a text message. What I was trying to do is do the no contact thing. Now, I didn't. This is what I did. I made some mistakes. You guys have to tell me what you think. Those people that know how the no contact rule is supposed to work, tell me what that is all about. Because well, you don't really have to tell me because I've been looking it up to see like what it entails or what the purpose of it is supposed to be. The thing is, before, because like when I asked him to move out, like just say like a month ago, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna move out tomorrow or next week or whatever, or give me 2 weeks," and he didn't go anywhere, and it's been going on like that for the past couple of years. But then, like when I really thought he was, I would get like kind of sad, like say like maybe a few days before I finally reached my breaking point, I was like, he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go. I don't need that long. I only need like 2 or 3 days at the most," and I was like, "Okay." And then it got to that morning. So I think it was like Wednesday morning, and he was supposed to be like going. It was a Sunday when I first told him. Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday he still wasn't gone. When I woke up for work, I went out there in the morning. So that Sunday, sorry, I had a phone call. But that Sunday, we had talked. It was a major freaking argument over him paying a bill, helping me pay a bill, not just paying a portion, of like 10th of a % of the bill, literally, right? So it was, I was so pissed off because we argued and argued. It was a nightmare. He gave me two cards of his, two bank cards, and neither one of them was good. Either, but first one came out and it said the account was no longer active. Then the second one came out and it said there's insufficient funds. And I was like, what the? We're in the ATM, the drive-through, and I was pissed. Then some cars started to pull up behind mine, so I drove around again because I didn't want them to have to sit there and wait. And then I was like, why? What? And then he's like, let me just get, okay, we're literally at the drive through for the ATM machine. And he's like, let me just pay for it. Or let me just pull the money out. Let me get out the car and walk up to, I'm like, what? I'm driving, so I'm right at the window. Every single time we've made a transaction, both him and I'm driving my car. So we're at the window and I just take the card and put it in and put the pin and then get the money out. Like, what? He's like, let me just get out the car. And I'm like, why are you playing games? Like, it just got into a heated argument. I'm like, you're paying a bill that's like, say the bill was like $100. He was paying $2 on it, literally. And he hadn't paid anything in the last 2 years, not one dime towards the bill, not one. All right, this is my electric bill. All right, so he finally gets out his card. I'm going all off topic, but this is still about the relationship and the breakup and how all that stuff came about to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. But anyway, so he finally takes it out on one of his other cards, and he's like, "Here's the pin number, blah blah blah." So I put it in, took the money out. Boom. I'm like, why was it so? Then he tried to blame it on the bank. The bank has issues. The bank is wrong. The bank is blah blah blah. Really? He did that to me before. Um, I had a bill for my health insurance, or from the hospital was like $8 after my insurance paid, And when I got the bill, one was like $8 and one was like $20 or a little bit less than $20 for my copay for the remainder I had left. And then I got the bills. I'm sorting through my bills. I want to pay my bills first. He was like, "Oh, I'll pay those for you." Okay, I mean, it's $1. One is $8 and one was like $20. I'm like, I mean, you don't have to pay these. I got it. He's like, no, I want to pay them for you. Blah blah blah. So I was like, all right. He gave me his card, paid them, and then got a notification in my email that my bills, they received my payments. Then like probably 2 3 months later or something like that, I got a freaking um collection notice. I think it was a collection note. I got two of them for both bills. They were never paid. It said that the card was declined or something like that, or it was like something where I don't know. He declined it or whatever he did. And I was like, what the frick? So I asked him about it. He's like, oh no, I just don't have a way to track it on the online because of the type of card it is or whatever. I don't know. I was pissed because at this point, really $8 and $20, like what? And then I was fully prepared to pay the little chump change myself so I can get my payments over with. So because my credit score had built up to like 707 something, right? So I was trying to like keep it like increase my credit score and keep it going up like higher. And that little tiny thing, I was so pissed. So when he did this recently with the electric bill, I was so freaking mad. Anyway, so we got home. I'm just like still in disbelief that he would be trying to play games with me like that, whatever. I had him this time write on a piece of paper when he was leaving and sign it, and then I also had him um, sign that he was gonna pay because he punched my car. He punched my Cadillac. I just bought it. He punched because I didn't want to be around him when he was drinking, and he lied to me. Told me he hadn't been drinking. By the time I got home and was able to like get closer to him because it was a whole hour drive, so I couldn't really like get close to him because I got to pay attention on the highway. I got home and then I'm like, I would get ready to pull in to park, and then I could smell like there's no tomorrow. He had alcohol on his breath. And I was like, "What the frick? So you really been drinking this before I picked you up, and we already had an agreement not to. I didn't want to be around you while you're drinking." And then he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. It was just a tiny bit, just justifying everything." And I was pissed because I know like how he gets when he gets drunk. He smokes. He literally gets really violent. Okay, really, really violent with me, and I'm sure with other people too because I've heard from his family members that he acts out like ballistic. So I said, I'm leaving. You can go in by yourself. I'm not staying here with you. I didn't know where the heck I was going because I don't really go to anybody's house like that. And it was really late at night anyway, but even if it wasn't, I'm a homebody pretty much. I was pissed. I started to pull away, drive away, like back out. And he literally punched my car. I just bought my car like 2 months brand new off the lot. Like I literally just bought my car, right? And I was so freaking pissed. So I had been asking him all this time to pay for the damage. You can notice I can notice it like every time I go out to the car and see it. You can't really notice it. Like no, I think one person has said something about it. One or two people at the most. Like what's that from? Other than that, no one's really noticed it at all. Like it still looks brand spanking new, with the exception of that freaking dent, which is like on the passenger side, right? It's like the dent is probably like that big, but I didn't buy my car dented, and I wanted him to pay for the freaking damage. And so I was like, put it on a piece of paper along with the date that you're moving out, that you're going to pay for the car damage, because at this point I know he's going, and I wanted to make sure he didn't stick me with the freaking, the paint, because I want my car to be looking like as perfect and new as possible. So he puts that down, and then anyway, I'm gonna talk about that in another bit. Maybe this is enough information for that part, but um, I had told him that when he moves out, he has to get like he. I wanted him to move out and me not be home while he's leaving because I knew it was gonna be hard for me to deal with, and I'm gonna probably be crying my head off, and I'm gonna be really upset because I love him and I care about him, and too bad the feeling wasn't mutual because based on his actions, no, that wasn't the case. He did not love me like I loved him, if he loved me at all. That's just to be truthful about the whole thing. So he freaking I told him I wanted to. He was packing up a storm. Finally, for the first time ever, he's literally packing like all his things. He had never done that before. So I left because before that Sunday, that was the day that he paid the bill. After we went got in a huge argument and went to the bank. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday came. He still wasn't gone. He only said he needed 2 days or 3 days at the most. He still wasn't gone. Get up Wednesday morning for work, and he goes, "Are you gonna miss me?" And blah blah. And I don't remember what I said, but and he's like, "I'm gonna miss you." And then we're sitting on the couch, and like I got my feet up, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna miss those cute little feet of yours, your cute little toes, blah blah blah." He never said anything to me like that before, like about how cute my little feet were, or whatever. And I was just like, I told him I was like, "You never even said anything like that before, so why are you saying that?" And he's like, "Cause I am." Anyway, whatever. So I hugged him and I like held him and everything. And I just felt like, oh my God, this is my baby. Like, I want him to stay with me. Like, I want to be with him. The bullshit has to stop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the disrespect, the rudeness. It just, my heart was melting. He was laying on me like he was a baby. And then after like a week of not doing anything, which was driving me crazy, but I kept to it. He was like, he asked me like every single day, do you want to make love? Do you want to? And I was like, no, because you're literally going to be moving out soon. Like, why would I? No, I'm not. And then he goes, well, we can, you know, I was like, what if I get pregnant? Like, I'm literally at the point of the month where I can conceive right now, like ovulation or whatever. And then he was like, well, we can make a baby again. And I was like, first of all, I just lost a baby in February. And then I need to heal in my heart, in my soul, in my mind. Like, I'm hurting. We still have all the stuff that we bought for the baby, Pampers, blankets, everything. If it's everything that you buy for your newborn baby, like we still have everything right now, everything. And I'm just every day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about my baby. I don't think about like all the different things. I'm gonna start crying. But I told him like I'm still like really hurt inside over losing our baby. And I mean, I'm scared too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather like give it some time for my body to heal. Like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get over it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna like. I don't think I'm ever going to because I just it's a tough. It's just really tough. I've never experienced anything like this before, and we had so many things like planned for our future and our baby, and even though we weren't getting along, you know. But anyway, so I was like, that's kind of sick of you to kind of like say that and think that. Like, why would you? And then he goes, well, I just want, then we'll have something to always have us where we have to stay in each other's lives. And I was like, that's not what you do. Like, when it comes to having a baby, you don't do that. You don't get pregnant and then think in your head like this is gonna keep us together. Like that's not how it works. Babies don't make relationships. Relationships make babies. That's a fact. So I was like, that's messed up. Like a messed up way of thinking. Anyway, that night, mind you, it'd been not given any kind. I haven't given in it. Had not given in at all. So that night though, he was like, he wanted me. He kept telling me this for nights and nights after night after night. And I mean, I'm not the type of person to but go with one person and another person and another person. I'm not that type. Like I'm committed in a relationship, even if it's a crappy relationship. And then on top of that, like as far like if it's a bad one, then eventually I'm gonna get fed up and leave or whatever the case may be. This one, I don't know. I just stayed because I loved him so freaking much. Like I've only probably loved, I think, two other people this way, literally. And I think I loved him. No, I didn't. I loved him a lot. Like it will go through past the 1 through 10. All right, past the 10. But anyway, so I was just like, okay. This point, it was like the emotions were so high, and there was so much hurt and sadness that I was just like, all right, let's make love. We made love. It was so freaking intense, and it was great, as usually it is. My mind was kind of in it this time, and he's like, let me, let me, let's have another baby. I don't know, whatever he said, and I was like, yeah, let's do that. But then I'm like, and then during the course, like during the pre, you know, I started doing whatever I was doing, and then I got back up towards his face, and I was like, I'm not letting you go anywhere, ever. And he just smiled, and we were saying how much we love each other, blah blah blah. And then it seemed like it was fine, but then when we got to the point where we argued about something else, oh, I don't. He was doing something else that really pissed me off. I caught him doing it. And then he was like, I was like, you know what? Do you want me to do with this? Like, we already talked about this, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, he just sat there. He knew I was upset. He knew I was pissed off. And he's like, oh, I promise it won't happen again, blah, blah, blah. You've literally been saying this for 3 freaking years straight. More than 3 years. And now, after all this time, I was like, I can't do it. I can't freaking do it. I was like, I want you to get the F out. Now, we had just finished like a few hours before that, making love and saying how much we love each other and we're going to fix this and blah, blah, blah. I told him I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. Yeah, I can't. I can't fucking do it. So I was like, I need you to get out. Like today, now. I want you to be going, oh, I don't have to leave right now. You're going to have to take me to court, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not. I'm not going to take you to court. I know a quick way I can get you out of here. And then he just finally, like, really was backing up his stuff. And that's when it, like, kind of hit me, like, wow, this is really the end of our relationship. Like, it was sad. What the frick? I know there's, like, massive problems and all that kind of stuff. Like, I invested so much in him. I'm not just talking about financially. I'm talking about to get him to stop drinking, to get him to stop doing drugs, to get him to just, not be hanging out in the street. Like, it's just like, I don't know. He lived like that for over 2 years, like completely clean and sober. For the first time in his whole entire life. All right? First time and only time in his whole life. So I was really sad because I had like I think he was more like my baby, like, but he wasn't my baby, obviously, but I just felt like that kind of love for him, that intense. And I was scared to see him, like, what happens if he goes out in the street. And so what I ended up doing is telling him, like, babe, please don't, like, okay, so there was a whole bunch of different things that happened in between. Long story short, by the time he was already packed with every single thing of his. Like, no joke, no like fronting and bull crapping. He was literally, he had all the things packed. And me, I just left, and then he did go to the bank, same old thing again with the card stuff, and then he ended up. I got the money. He gave me the money to get my car fixed. I made a scheduled an appointment to get the dent taken out of my car, and I was, I told him like, "What do you want me to say? Thank you? Like you're the one that did the damage to my car, so I can't say thank you. Like it shouldn't have happened in the first place. Like you know what I mean?" But anyway, we got back here, and then he the next day when he was gonna leave, he was scheduled to leave out of where my state is, or where my city and town is. He had someone. He's like, okay, I gotta call cab. I gotta try to fit the heavy stuff. He's got those big, huge, like storage box worth of stuff, right? He's got like two of those, like these huge, massively heavy, like he's like, I can't, and then he's trying to call a storage unit so that he can store his stuff there until he supposedly not comes back to live with me, but comes back to around, like, like around this area. And he's going to be going back to New York City for a couple months and then coming back. And I was just like, I started feeling bad. Like, so I said, well, you know what? You can keep your stuff here just so, because even if I'm not, if I moved or whatever, like I can, but I wasn't thinking about the no contact stuff. I wasn't thinking about that. I really wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking, like, I love him so much. He's like, I'm never going to stop loving you. I'm always going to love you. Whatever. Everybody says that. That's how I felt. So he that morning, he literally wanted to take me out to breakfast, which he has never, ever, ever, ever done in a whole course of relationship. I wasn't hungry. I just wanted some coffee. He's like, I'm just gonna take you out, get you breakfast, and he wanted some breakfast. And then he was like, you've been wanting to get your eyebrows done for a long time. Long. I'm talking about months, months, months. He's like, I'm going to pay for your eyebrows to get done. He went in there. While we were sitting there, he put his arm around my waist the whole time, like, and held me. He's never in his whole entire our whole entire relationship, he's never done that. And never. He might hold my hand. He's never done that before. Holding me close, and when his hand kind of like slipped off, he put it on my lap, and then he put it back around my body, like, I don't know if it's because there were other dudes in there, and he's very like he doesn't really like me being around other dudes. He doesn't like that. So I don't know if it was just because of that. Because the place that I go, it's a place I've been going to for like 8 years. No, it's not like he doesn't know the people there. I don't know what that was all about. But then he took me. He's like, "Do you need any stuff for your hair? Do you need any? I'm gonna take you wherever you want to go and pay for everything that you want." And I was like, what the fuck? This is not the dude that said, oh, I can't fucking do this shit anymore. Along with me. I'm not going to fucking do this anymore. I'm going to fucking prove it that I can do it on my own, blah, blah, blah. Literally just the day before that and the day before that. After we had a heated argument. Like, I was like, what the hell? Then he's like, do you want to go buy stuff for the dog? Because we have a puppy, right? Do you want to go buy stuff for the puppy? For Rico? And I was like, I mean, then the place ended up that we were gonna go to wasn't even open, so we could. It was like it was not. It was gone. Still had the like marquee there, so, but it was gone. And then he's like, "Well, do you want to go anywhere else? We can, whatever." So then I was like, I was kind of getting like a little antsy, and I was like, "Isn't it time for you to depart now?" And he's like, "No, I still got another hour and a half." Typically, the way that he is, he would have been like, yeah, let me just you can just drop me off and I'll sit there and wait. he didn't do that. He just wanted to stay. Maybe I don't know, cause he's like kind of like the kind of dude that doesn't want to really be around germs. I don't know, like around like places that have like I don't know. I'm thinking that maybe that was it. I don't know, but he literally like kissed me in the car like intimately, and I didn't want to, but I wanted to. But I knew I'm gonna be letting him go in just a matter of a little bit of time, and I'm so sad. Like thinking like we can get along like this every day. This would be perfect. I mean, you don't have to buy me everything every day, but just like being considerate and courteous, and like that would allow me to see that I can trust how he's gonna make treat me and how he's gonna make me feel. Why couldn't he just do that in the beginning? Like he didn't have to buy me things. I'm very well capable of taking care of myself. I've been taking care of myself since I was 16 years old. I've lived on my own. I put myself through college. Like I have always worked. I've never ever been dependent on a dude for anything. I just want a person that would love me and just appreciate me and you know anyway, so he was like we can talk every day all day long if you want, just so that you know that I'm doing the right thing and I'm not, that I'm being faithful to you and I'm blah blah blah. He didn't say faithful to you. Oh, another thing he asked me before about my engagement band, right? He's like, "Do you want me to put it back on you?" And I was like, I said, "If you want to, if you feel that way." He did. Put it on my finger, and then he kissed my hand. He just, oh my god, I don't understand. But anyway, I just ended up when we got by the time it was time for him to depart, I freaking got out the car, hugged him like, oh my god, like there was no tomorrow. He hugged me like there was no tomorrow, and I cried. I kissed him. I didn't cry. I don't think I cried in his like while he was facing me, but I think I did. And he didn't cry at all. He didn't seem like he was sad at all. And he told me this is not goodbye. It's see you soon. And then I was like, but not like we're in a relationship. See you soon. He was like, it's not goodbye. See you soon. I don't know what that meant either. I don't know if you guys have any kind of thoughts about what that could have meant. Just let me know. Um, but then I figured like I have to get used to the fact that we're not together and he's not coming back to me. He's coming maybe back to the area that we live in, but he's not going to be coming back with me. He already had it set that he's going to be moving into a place sometime next month, and I we did talk a little bit about like I don't know. I'll tell you that in a different one, but it was kind of like me desperation, like I don't know, just things. But anyway, then I decided like I got to do the no contact, because obviously he's gonna think that based on especially like what we did and all that. I'm gonna tell you what happened. So I didn't expect to hear from him anything because I took him to his departure, right? And then I just figured that was gonna be it. And he texted me at 2:21 that he was on, and then he wrote, "I'm on the bus, babe." And then at 2:21, I didn't expect to hear anything from like pretty much ever again, except for I have his things, but I was figuring like because I plan on moving, so I can either I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to even ask like because I say no contact rule for me, right? So I gotta stick to it. So I don't know how. I wasn't thinking about that at that point in time when I told him he could leave it here. But anyway, if this is a person that I've been with for 4 years, and then you, after all the shit you put me through, And you end up leaving. You see me crying, begging. Like I was like all over my emotions were like overtaking me. Um, but so he wrote, and when he said I'm on the bus, but I wrote, "Okay, baby, I love you" at 3:33. So it was a little over an hour because I didn't know that he texted me. I just think that he. Then at three, I wrote, "Okay, baby, I love you," at 3:33. At 3:34, he wrote, "You just got home," and 3:53, I wrote, "Not yet, babe," because I wasn't home yet. I was visiting my tia and my hermano, my brother. So then he wrote at 3:54, 1 minute later, he wrote, "Okay, let me know when you get home." And I was just thinking, like, why is he asking me all that? Like, why is it a dialogue like this? But I was happy with it, though. I'm trying to tell you guys the truth. And then he said, "Let me know when you get home." I wrote, "Okay, I love you." And then he wrote, "Love you more, babe." And then that was at 3:56. At 6:50, he texted me, "I just got here, babe." And then at 7:03, I wrote, "Oh, good, babe. Thank you. Thank God. I'm glad you're safe. I just pulled in," which I had just literally pulled in. And then he wrote, "Okay, babe. Glad you're good too. I love." He wrote, "Good too. Love you." 7:04. 7:08, I wrote, "I love you." He always wrote, "Love you." I always hated that. I like to write it out. "I love you," not "love you." Like, I do that to people, like maybe my coworkers that like I'm close with, you know, and we'll be like, "Oh, I love you, girl." You know what I mean? And then so I wrote, "I love you" at 7:08, and then 7:12 he wrote, "I love you more." He actually wrote it all the way out. That was Saturday, right? March 27th. I didn't hear anything from Sunday or Monday. I did not text him. I did not call him at all Sunday or Monday. I just left it on where he wrote, "I love you more," and that was that Saturday, March 27th. March 29th, I'm working. I maybe, no, yeah, I just finished. I was already finished working for several hours. He texted me back out of the blue. He texted me, "Hey, babe, how you doing and how was work?" All right, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to cover up his phone number, though. Here, let me see if I can cover up his number. I'm going to cover up his number. Oh, my God. No. Oh my God, you guys. I just literally accidentally called this dude. Holy fuck. Oh my God. I can't do it. I don't know why the fuck I just did that. Oh my God. I was gonna try to show you guys the screen and I fucking dialed his number. Okay. Now it looks like I just called him. So I just broke the no contact rule. Oh my God. I feel so stupid because I was not planning on calling him. Now I just shut my phone down. Because I don't know why I did that. Oh my God. Anyway, whatever. He texted me Monday. Now I'm pissed. He texted me Monday. Why the frick did that just happen? He texted me Monday. How was work today? Blah, blah, blah. I told him work was great. And then he put the little like emoji of a fox or whatever you call that thing. Like the little sad fox laying down. I don't know. I've never used it. I don't know what exactly it means, but it was laying down like tired or crying. I don't know which one it was. But anyway, I cannot fucking believe I just did that. Like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Because now he's going to think that I'm trying to reach out to him or I'm trying to play games, and I'm not doing that. You guys know because I'm sitting here on the phone with you, or on the thing with you. I am so mad. I'm so mad. Like, I'm so freaking mad. And it rang. I cannot believe that. Now I'm going to have to keep my phone off. I actually might go get a new phone. actually, and get a different number. Just so that, and I'm literally serious. Anyway, he asked me about my day, and I told him everything was good. And then he wrote, "Miss you a lot." And then I replied back, "I miss you a lot too." And then he wrote back, "I know, babe." And then I didn't say anything. And then he wrote, "I'm going to get a new phone. Even if it's just like a cheap phone. I'm going to keep that off. And yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm definitely doing that." But anyway, so then he wrote, "Is everything good?" Or something like that. "Is everything all right up there?" And I was like, "Yeah, everything's good. Pretty good," or whatever. And then he wrote, "Let me know if you need anything," or something like that. And then I didn't say anything back. And that was Monday. On March 29th. So today is the fourth day of no contact. Now, I haven't called him. He hasn't called me. I haven't texted him. He has not texted me since then. I just called his number. Now I gotta get a whole new number. I can't believe I did that shit. I'm so pissed off at myself. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose. I don't know. Anyway, I was trying to do the no contact thing, and I just wanted to know what coming on here, like what you guys think. And now I broke my fucking no contact. I'm so upset. I cannot fucking believe this shit. Now it's like make my stomach twirl because I know he's probably gonna be thinking, "Oh, she's going," like, and I'm not trying to do that. My thing is that he has to know that he like effed up. I had to pay a whole new fucking bill because this number has my doctors, my dentist, every important person has my number, and I'm not trying to call everywhere and places I don't know or people that I don't even know and change my freaking number. I'm not doing that. So I'm just gonna get a whole nother phone. Oh my god, I'm so pissed. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end this now because now I'm like really upset. Accidentally broke the no contact rule, and I didn't do it on purpose. Because I don't feel like I'm the one that's obligated to contact him. If he were to if we were to contact each other, he would have to call me, talk to me, or text me after my no contact time frame is up. Which he doesn't know that I'm doing. Oh my god, I can't believe that crap. Alright, guys, well, let me know what you think in the comments below. Disappointed in myself. What can I do? I will see you guys on the next one. And I guess that's it. Pray for me, you guys. Pray for my heart because I'm gonna try to do a couple different things. Like, I want to join a membership. I want to join a gym. I'm kind of like debating between two places because one place, I don't know if they have the sauna that's available now because of COVID. So I don't know. Like, one place has the sauna, the pool, which I want both because I love to swim. I love the sauna, and then all the workout equipment, and maybe the track. Cause I don't want to run around the track, but I'd like to like walk to burn body fat. And so far, you guys didn't even realize how much I lost. But there's another video of me like starting my keto down. I'm not sure really when it started. It was sometime in February, late February, maybe the beginning of March. I lost 23 pounds so far. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys about that video, that series, because I gotta add this to. Well, I gotta talk about that in my series where I'm doing the keto, and that's how much I've lost so far. I can't believe it. All right, you guys, I will talk to you soon. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support for all my other videos. Please check those out if you haven't already. And please subscribe. Help me out by just being there for me and give me words of encouragement and advice. I really do appreciate it. I need it. And I love you guys. And I'll be there to do the same exact thing for you. All right, guys, talk to you soon. I really do love you.